Foxfire is the ultimate alternative school.
Foxfire is very unique. It's not your typical community school. We look at it as a resource and as a placement option for children, and we have seen great success occur there.
Well, Foxfire started out over 23 years ago as a program. It was not a school. It was an alternative to suspension at Mason local schools. You know, it started out year one with 5 students in one classroom. It was like a little house on the prairie. And then Foxfire grew from that and eventually became its own high school, a dropout recovery high school.
Our approach here is to really know and understand our students. The really unique thing about working with young people, they know when you're genuine. When we at Foxfire can build really strong relationships with our students, we find that that makes the biggest difference, not only in their academic success, but in their social emotional wellness and growth.
And our classroom size is smaller, so they get more of an individualized attention. We get tighter relationships with those students by understanding them, understanding their needs, and the things that they can use to succeed. Whether it's the 7-hour days, whether it's the atmosphere, the larger classrooms, he gives other schools an option to say, hey, you know what? You're not going to make it here, but I know where you can make it. And they know that we can take these kids in and we can get them to be successful.
My mom, when she transferred me, I didn't really think of it. I always thought of this school as a school for bad kids, but it's much more than that. They just kind of make it one big family and try to help you out.
The teachers and the staff, they're amazing people. Like, they will do whatever for you if they can.
We do look at test scores, but we spend more time, I think, looking at the total child. You're here really for a calling, and a calling is to serve the students.
You know, it's a benefit and it's a relief to a lot of people that we're here because we're ready to take these kids, and we're ready to educate them, and we're ready to be here for them.
You know, they learn to be respectful, and they learn to be a hard worker, and they learn work ethic. And you know, those are those things that are going to help them succeed. They might not be the best reader, they might not be the best when it comes to academics, but we're going to give them what they need to be successful as an adult.
The kids want to be here. And like I said, my absentee rate in my room is not very high because they want to come here. They get somebody who cares about them. In our society today, that's pretty important.
Well, the secret to Foxfire is it's a one-stop shop. We have embedded wraparound services on site. I mean, we have caseworkers, we have school psychiatrists, school psychologists, a nurse practitioner, we have drug alcohol counselors, work study coordinators, parent engagement coordinators, just here on site. So if a student's having an issue, we can treat that trauma right now, right here.
You know, we're very good at identifying each and every kid's specific issue that we can then tailor education around that child's individual issue.
These kids, once they get here, it's a different student. It just works here for them.
So when somebody says, you know, what is Foxfire? You know, what are we all about? Is, you know, we get these kids that they're trying to give them one last chance, and we are it.
To have that individualized attention that they need and that wraparound of services. Without Foxfire, I would be afraid that many of our children would be lost, that they would drop out of school, that they would not have the opportunity to reach their full potential. Our whole community would be lacking a place for kids that really feel like that's home for them.
You know, the underprivileged kids that we served are a population that I think are a forgotten population, because these are the kids that go under the radar, and they want to go under the radar so they can try to get by. But luckily we can grab those kids, bring them into our community, teach them, get to them, and make an impact on each and every one of them.
That's why I continue to do this. You know, I retired 6 years ago, and Mr. Whiteman brought me down for one day, and I was sold. And I love it here, and I want to teach here until I die.
I've got my STNA since I started going here. I'm graduating. It's a really good school to go to. It is. I love this school.
Unbelievable. I never thought I'd make it this far. to be honest. I just had failing grades. I was kind of iffy. Didn't really care about graduating. And now I'm here just like, wow, I really made it.